Whoa.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are snacking and reacting with Joey Lawrence. We're gonna be opening our drawers 1 through 5. He's super into raw food. Hey Joey, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, this is super exciting. You do like raw food, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like to eat healthy, sure.
I promise you, you are not alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and open our first drawer to see our first raw food.
Is there music that's gonna play? Dun 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 dun. Hey!
We've got raw almonds to start.
Raw almonds are fantastic. These, in its purest form, are the best for you.
Mom, Cheryl Brown kissed me. She's got good taste here. Have a new Chips Ahoy.
Joey, do you remember this?
I vaguely remember, you know, that commercial. I ended up doing like 60 national commercials or something, which is a lot in a year.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, nationally, yeah. Everything from Tylenol to Zest soap, Coca-Cola, all that stuff, and a whole bunch of commercials.
Do you remember eating these cookies? I mean,
I do.
You do?
Well, Chips Ahoy are awesome. I did other commercials where the food, and they'll remain nameless for certain fast food chains, was not so good. One of them in particular, I got horrifically sick, and not only was I spitting into the spit bucket, but literally started puking, because it was not good food. And I'm not gonna say who, because the restaurant is still around.
Maybe that's why you're so health conscious these days.
Maybe.
Because you had some traumatizing experience.
It's a trigger, man. It's a trigger.
Okay, so you ready for our second drawer? What is in it?
All right, let's do it. Cool. Little seaweed?
I mean, it doesn't get much rawer
You're right.
than the seaweed.
Rawer.
There's nothing my love can't fix for you, baby. I'm positive of this, I'll tell you.
All right, you remember this music vid?
Of course. It was my first single released off my first record in 1990, I think 3. You know, it kind of came out of the gate and actually was a really big hit song, and it was really pretty amazing.
I gotta say, the fashion in this is now come back 100%. Everybody's wearing everything.
I have 2 daughters, 15 and 11. Yeah, they rock this stuff, man. The flannels and the baggy, the super baggy.
It's not one of those like cheesy 90s music videos. Like this, I'm watching it and I'm like, this is a vibe. Like this this could come out today. And just with like a tweak of a newer camera, this would look fire.
Right.
Fire. Let's go see what's in the drawer 3 and your third clip. Ready?
Yep. This is, looks like ginger.
It's raw ginger.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, you smell it, you can lick it. There's many things you could do with ginger.
I actually drink ginger tea, but I cheat. I buy like the tea bags, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know, Matt, you're lucky you're a kid. All you gotta worry about is skateboarding, finding bugs, and watching cartoons. I miss that life.
So Joey, do you remember this?
I am totally blanking. What is the thing?
Give me a break.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that.
Piece of that Chrysler car.
Nope. Absolutely. This was 6 years of this show, and then we did 6 seasons of Blossom, and then 3 seasons of Brotherly Love, and 3 seasons of American Dreams, and a very long relationship I ended up having with NBC for a while.
You were with Maddie here, right? You guys were kind of coming up.
Yeah, Brandon Tartikoff, who was the president of NBC at the time, was a big fan of my family and me and Matt. When my mom had my 3rd sibling, Andy, she got a massive bouquet of flowers at the hospital, and along with the flowers was a contract as a joke from Brandon Tartikoff at NBC saying, we want to sign this 3rd Lawrence up very early before anybody else gets it. So it's very funny.
That's hilarious. And what did it feel like to have Matt start working beside you?
Matt and I have always been super tight, and now the 3 of us are tight, and you know, we ended up having a series later together called Brotherly Love, but it was, it was kind of the first opportunity that we had really gotten to work together, and it was so much fun.
I hope I didn't scar your taste buds with this ginger.
No, the ginger's good. It's actually a palate cleanser.
Nicole Wynn wants to know, would you ever consider doing a reboot of Blossom?
I think if the right story were to be found, I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's always fun to revisit those characters that were so liked by so many people. You know, you have a great hit show like that, you feel so blessed and lucky to have it. It's something that I'm open to. I think that everybody's open to it. It's just a matter of finding the right sort of in.
Let's open our fourth raw.
Let's do it. Here we go. Okay.
Raw wheatgrass, everybody. Can you chew it?
You could chew it.
Let's give it.
You could actually just go like this. hanging out of your mouth, kind of look cool. Like, what's that, man? Oh, this is wheatgrass, bro.
No, this. What? Oh, it looks like it could be the beginning of a pimple.
You can see it. Oh, God.
In Blossom here, you didn't have the jacket yet. So is there a story behind the jacket? Like, when did the jacket come in?
Believe it or not, when I released the music video, that image became so iconic with the leather jacket and the flannel that the network wanted me to start wearing that as the character in the show. So I adopted the motorcycle jacket from that.
Because honestly, I feel like that's such an iconic look. And when we think of you, we think of awesome, cool older brother. And obviously working with Mayim, who's doing great work now too. I mean, Are you guys in touch? Have you been seeing all her stuff she does? And
yeah, Mayim had a great opportunity there where they added her to, you know, a big hit TV show, and she's definitely having a nice, you know, high run right now, which is always great to see.
So Austin Schoen wants to know, what are your favorite memories from Gimme a Break?
Oh, there were several, you know. I mean, a lot that happened on the stage, but a lot that happened off the stage. You know, it was a great time. It was just pure joy. I did it as a hobby. Didn't even realize or even think about the fact that I was earning a living doing it. Got to work with great people. I did tap dance routines with Sammy Davis Jr. I got to work with Milton Berle, Bob Hope. I mean, these are legends, you know, that when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I didn't even realize what I was doing. I'm just very lucky I was able to be a part of it, you know?
And now you are a living legend as well.
Yeah,
so there's that.
Yeah, sure.
Are you ready for the 5th and final clip and to open our drawer to see what our craziest raw food item is to eat, Joey Lawrence?
Let's do it. I'm ready. Oh yeah, a little bit of onion.
It's just a raw onion.
I love raw onion. Now, I prefer them with a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette or some salt and pepper, something on them, but I do love them in their simplest form too, like a chip, like an onion chip.
Oh God, I'm gonna eat this little bite of this.
Have you ever seen this show before?
Well, when I was up vomiting and all that stuff.
We like to get them sick early, and then they can kind of go up with the show. You were ill one night, were you?
You're so adorable on this. You have such a funny little moment with Johnny Carson. This is your moment. This was your big moment breaking in.
This was it, and I'll tell you, it was kind of, I can talk about it sort of out of body because I look at this and I don't really, it's weird because I don't think of it as myself, you know, but it was one of these interviews where they said prepare one song and dance. You're gonna have a 5-minute interview, and that was it, right? They said, but have a second song prepared. So I went out and I sang the song, and I went over and had the interview, and it went over so well that Johnny, just which he could do, he said, listen, we're gonna hold you over, we're gonna go to commercial, come back, will you sing another song for us? So my interview turned into like almost 11 minutes, which is like unheard of. Joan Rivers, believe it or not, came out on her knees and says, there's no way I can follow that guy. It was, you know, obviously my parents were over on the sidelines going, oh my God, I cannot believe he just said that he watched this show. The only time he watched the show was when he was throwing up, you know, but I apparently said that, was being honest. And so honesty helped me. See, if you're honest, good things happen. If you're honest, good things happen.
Living an authentic, raw life with Joey Lawrence. Siza Yive asks a really great question. Was it difficult being a role model for your 2 younger brothers while you guys were all in the industry?
You know, it wasn't difficult for me. I mean, I always tried to be the best, you know, person I could be, you know. My mom just somehow was able to get it through to me at a young age that decisions that I was gonna make really had nothing to do with her. It had to do with me and whether I wanted to do that to myself. I was cognizant of the fact that I had 2 younger brothers, and because of the age gap between me and Andy, who's the youngest, I really felt more of like an uncle to him. So I was aware of the choices that I made, and I tried to be a leader, and I took that with, you know, on with a lot of pride. I tried to do the best I could, you know, to pave a way for them and be an example for them, you know, and I was aware of that, for sure.
Thank you so much, Joey. Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at Joey Lawrence on Instagram, Joey of Lawrence TV on YouTube, which is, I believe it or not, I've just started putting a series of workouts that are super simple that anybody can do on the floor. So you can find me there. You can also find me on Twitter and, you know, everywhere else.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you, Joey. You guys gotta go check him out. Go check out his YouTube videos as well, and go subscribe to his channel.
Yes.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today to this episode of Snacks and React. Please make sure you subscribe, like, all that jazz. It helps my channel out so much, and make sure you tune in next time.